Now I have this podcast and I want to make it better. I want to grow it. I want it to get out to people. I want to keep learning about myself. And my reality went from begging to start it to excited to grow it. And I'm so blessed that this is my reality. I'm so blessed that I took that leap. Guys, I literally create a list of how to go through my episodes, and then I just start talking and I'm like, oh, remember the list. You're just yapping. And I try to get back on track, and I don't know if it works. If it goes the way I thought it was going to go, absolutely amazing, fantastic. If it goes a different route, that is okay. What I need to say is going to come out, and that's why we're here, okay? That's why we're listening. Hello and welcome back. My name's Maddie, and you're listening to All Walks of Life. This podcast is all about sharing people's experiences and learnings and having conversations that remind us that we're all human. I feel like lately the big highlight and the big focus in my life is trying to remember that we are all human at the end of the day and experiencing these different crazy ups and downs of life. And my favorite thing about that is remembering that I'm not alone. And this podcast is really about remembering that we're not alone and truly trying to make the world a little less lonely of a place. So welcome back. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're here. I am really excited for today's episode. And if at any point throughout the episode you feel that something is connecting with you, maybe you think of somebody else, please send that to them. I really want to start getting this out there more. I've had such incredible feedback, and the way that people have been able to open up to me and just really appreciate my experience and appreciate the things that I've been able to put out to the world. So I'm definitely trying to grow this community, grow these learnings, grow this life, and just keep walking with everybody. Like I said, I am very excited for today. I think today is going to be kind of fun because I actually have my notepad here, and I wrote down a list of things that I have been learning as these past 2 months have been kind of a roller coaster for me. And I'm really excited for it because just so much good has come out of the past 2 months. And about 2 months ago, I posted my maneuvering burnout. And then after that, I posted the episode about what's your why. And those 2 episodes have genuinely changed my life in ways I really didn't realize were going to happen. And especially my what's your why, I got really vulnerable in that episode and talked about some trauma and the way that that trauma has kind of maneuvered my nervous system and my brain into thinking I needed to be on go 24/7. When I would sit and try to relax, I will get really frustrated because I wasn't able to do that. So that episode, I was able to break down where that guilt was coming from and where that unnecessary drive was actually rooted in. Since then, I've been able to really take a step back and prioritize the things that I want to prioritize and not wake up every day with a million things on my mind. I simply wake up every day and take it moment by moment. I'm extremely grateful that my reality is shifting. You know, we are supposed to be learning and growing through the things that we're experiencing. So I'm glad that I am at that point where I see the way that I'm growing through these experiences. Now, number one, the first thing that I really want to touch on is the way that I've been able to change the verbiage, change my vocabulary, and how much this has helped me. Because lately I have noticed the blessings in my life, and I've been really tapping into the phrase, how blessed am I? This is something that I've realized because my reality went from me begging to start a podcast, begging myself to just do it, to just record, to just post it, to just build it, to now I have this podcast and I want to make it better. I want to grow it. I want it to get out to people. I want to keep learning about myself. And my reality went from begging to start it to excited to grow it. And I'm so blessed that this is my reality. I'm so blessed that I took that leap. And even if I didn't trust myself to be able to leap and stick the landing, I still jumped. And I definitely stuck that landing and started running with it. And I'm so excited. And I'm just so grateful because at the end of the day, time is going to pass. Do we want that time to pass and be like, damn, I just spent all this time thinking about all the things that I still want to do and still wake up every day hoping and wishing and praying that this is going to happen someday? Or do I want to spend that time building what I've been wanting? And then once that time does pass, I get to sit there and say, I just did that. I just trusted myself and I just went for it. And now I have this foundation and I get to build it and grow it and go with it. So I'm very grateful. I'm just every day remembering that I am blessed, even in the hard times, even in the times where I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening right now? I can still be like, I am so blessed. When work, I'm a waitress, when work gets absolutely insane, I can sit and take a deep breath and be like, how blessed am I that this is my reality, that I have a job that is paying my bills. When I'm stressed about what my next episode is going to be, how blessed am I that I have a podcast that I get to put my energy into? When I am stressed that I am not going to the gym, or that I'm sore, or that I need to make my food for the week, how blessed am I that I get to take care of my body and my mind and fuel myself? When I am having issues with my relationships, how blessed am I that I care enough to put energy into another individual? How blessed am I that I care enough to want to try to foster a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic one or a family one? How blessed am I that I get to experience these other people? It has really, truly helped so much, because even in the frantic moments, I get to sit and remember that this is a blessing, and every lesson has a blessing. Looking back at those 2 episodes that I created about maneuvering burnout and what's your why, I discovered a lot about myself within those 2 episodes and within that time frame. And since then, I've been really able to learn more and more about myself. And this year, I've touched on this before, I split my year into seasons, and each season has a focus. The overall theme for this year is balance over perfection. And I felt like for a little bit I wasn't reaching that. I wasn't working towards that. And it was because I was so focused on doing the most and not focused on doing the least, and very much quality over quantity. That one is very hard, because especially when we're taught that we have to be guilty when we're not doing enough and everybody around us is doing more, we feel very guilty that we are doing less. At least we think it's less, but in reality, we are doing what we are put on our path to do. Please remember that your path is not the same as everybody else's, and it's not supposed to. And just because you're not at the same spot as everybody else in your age group or in your place of work does not mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means that your season, your path, your entire existence is moving at a different pace, and it's moving at the pace that was set for you. With that, please remember though to push yourself, but don't overdo it, and appreciate what you have going on. Don't wait until you quote unquote have it to appreciate it, because it's not going to mean as much. So as I've been maneuvering these crazy different life experiences lately, the best thing that has been keeping me going and helping me understand and learn more and capitalize on these experiences is remembering how blessed I am. I get to experience these hardships. I get to experience these emotionally draining and tough moments in life, because I get to really learn about who I am, what I need, where my boundaries are, how to protect my peace, and what is working for me and what is not. And I feel like remembering that these are blessings is the best way that you can actually capitalize on the experiences that are in front of you and truly, truly grow through them. These struggles are what are reminding me that I am human. And the second thing on my list is remembering to be human. And I really think that I'm very grateful for this podcast, because that has truly brought to light the deeper meaning behind all of this is remembering to be human. It is so easy for us to walk around and become robots and turn off our emotions, go into overdrive and just tunnel vision it. And we get to experience all of the amazing things that are happening around us. Lately, since I've started actually tapping into myself in a different way, in a way where I'm sitting and feeling myself and just truly appreciating every lesson for what it is, I've been able to put my energy into the places that I've always wanted to put my energy into. And when it comes to faith, I am very spiritual. I respect that everybody has their own beliefs, and whatever they put their energy into is what energy is going to be reciprocated. And when I get to sit, and whether I want to call it praying or manifesting, I get to sit and focus my energy and my belief into something, remembering that what I believe in is going to believe in me. Okay? And as I'm believing in myself through that, and remembering that I'm human, and remembering that these moments in life are teaching me for a bigger thing down the road, I really just get to become the person that I want to become. You know, after I recorded my most recent episode with my best friend, I wanted to really start posting more reels and just getting more of this information out that I am posting, because I really think so much of this content is so rich and has such powers to be able to help other people. And as I started to try to post things and be more out there, be more on TikTok, be more on Instagram, whatever it is, I noticed myself becoming a robot. I noticed myself closing myself off to more and more things. And even just within the past 2 months since my episode on Remembering Your Why and Maneuvering Burnout, I decided to say no to a lot of things and to honestly everything. And I stopped going out. I stopped really putting myself out there. I stopped going to new places. I stopped going to coffee shops. And I went from being on overdrive to not moving. Since the focus of this year is balance, I realized last week that I really am closing myself off, and I'm not allowing myself to truly appreciate this experience of being a human. And becoming a robot and becoming addicted to my phone was something that I did not want to do. And I truly have I give content creators so much respect, because even last week, just in the 3 days, I had 3 days off of work last week. And I remember Monday, I was like, 3 days? What do I do with 3 days? And then as Monday happened, I was like, wait, no, I'm excited to have 3 days off. And then Tuesday happened, and I was like, all I'm doing is sitting on my phone and eating, and I can't stop eating, and I can't stop scrolling, and I can't stop looking for this little spritz of dopamine. I was chasing dopamine like no other. So I just got really addicted really quick to this quick little spritz and bursts of dopamine. And I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, going back and forth. I'm trying to get multiple things done in terms of posting. And it took me an entire day to post one video. And I was exhausted after. My brain was exhausted because I put so much time and energy into TikTok and watching these TikToks and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it's so exhausting going on social media and seeing all of the things that everybody is doing and wondering, how can I do it like them? And then realizing how much work it is to be like somebody else. You heard that? It is exhausting trying to be like somebody else. I am so content with who I am as an individual and what I am growing and this brand that I am making. And then I go on social media and think I should do this, and this. And all of a sudden I really forget to appreciate who I am and what I'm building. I really like that. I really appreciated the fact that I just pointed that out, because it's so easy for us to go on social media and see what everybody is doing and forget to appreciate everything you've done. Comparison culture is crazy, and it's very sad. And it's very, very draining. And last week I really caught myself in that. And then Tuesday, a bunch of my coworkers actually came over and we had a little pool day. And oh my gosh, that genuinely helped heal my soul. It really did. We had some really deep conversations. I was able to record some, and I'm going to try to export it and be able to have you guys listen to some of it, because just hearing from other people, and this is what makes me so excited, hearing other people's knowledge, ideas, and understandings of life is so fun. And it's just so unique to see everybody's way of understanding and appreciating life. And I had spoke to one of my girls, Tyler, hey girl, I spoke to her about not doing anything and how I just wasted the day. And she was like, hey, what is your version of not doing anything? Because you just told me that you made a video, you went on a walk with your friend, you were walking ham, like you did these things, but then you just told me you did nothing, but you just did a couple things. And I was like, well, no, there were not. You're right. I did just do things. I genuinely took time and effort into doing multiple things, but in my brain, I deem them as not good enough, or quote unquote, not eligible for being productive, I guess. Whatever I want to call it. I don't know. But when she said that, that really helped me kind of take a step back. And as I was processing that, I remembered a conversation I had with my friend. He works at a coffee shop, and he, like divine intervention, I run into this man when I need him and when I need to see him. And the way it always happens is absolutely bizarre. I don't believe in coincidences. I love the way everything works out. And when I saw him, he had asked me, he said, what can I pray about for you? And instantly I said, pray for peace. I'm really working on finding peace and appreciating peace. And then after that conversation, peace really started to enter my life. Things really started to become more calm. And what did I start to do? Run away from it. Number 3 on my list is that I begged for peace and now I'm running from it. When Tyler pointed out that I still was being productive, even though I'm telling myself I'm not, I realized that lately I truly have slowed down and taken rest and appreciated my alone time, appreciated quiet time, appreciated my dog and the relationship that we're building. And with that, I started to feel lazy. I started to feel like I wasn't doing enough. Going on social media, I started seeing more about life coaches and coaching and all of this. And I set a goal for myself, and I still do have this goal. I just need to be a little less hard on myself about it. But as I'm thinking about reaching this goal, I'm thinking about how I'm not doing enough. And I really quickly forgot everything that I've been doing and everything I've been working on. I'm working on my master's degree. Are you kidding me? I'm literally working on my master's degree in mental health counseling. I am providing for myself financially. I am taking care of myself, and like nobody else is doing that for me. I am doing that. I'm showing up every day for me. I'm taking care of my dog. I'm a mother and I love being a mother, but there's so much that goes into being a mother. Excuse my language. And there is so much that goes into being a mother. Man, it can be exhausting. And I remember I got bored when I came back from my trip from Brazil, and that's when I was like, let me get a dog. And I knew I wanted a dog, and I'm so extremely grateful that I have my son. He is the most precious man in the world. And instead of allowing myself to be bored, I said, nope, I need to do another thing. I need to either get a dog, get another job, or do something that's taking my time and not just appreciating the slowness of the process. Things don't happen. Things don't need to happen overnight. Things don't need to happen by the end of the day. This goal I set for myself kind of sent me into panic. And I didn't even realize that it was doing that. I just knew that I decided this and I said, okay, let me start right now. Because why? Social media is like, why don't you start right now? Do it right now. Do it today. Okay, so here I am Here I am going down a rabbit hole, trying to figure out how I start these things now. I want to coach online. I want to start using my experiences and my understandings. I have 2 degrees, working on my 3rd. I want to start working with people and being able to support people through their journey. And I am. That is going to happen. That is the goal. And with that goal comes time and effort that I need to put into that. It also doesn't need to happen overnight. And I need to remind myself that it is happening how it needs to happen. Do not force it. Do not drain yourself before you've even started it, because then you're never going to appreciate it. I set myself into this panic, into this freak out where I'm trying to do everything at once and forgetting about all of the things that I already had going on. Let me take a step back, because like I said, I just begged for peace and now I have it and now I'm running from it. No. I'm ending that cycle right here, right now. I am so sick of begging for peace and getting it and running from it. That is no longer my reality. My reality is life is finally peaceful. Sit in it, soak in it, appreciate it. Bring in the pieces that fit into the life. Bring in the pieces that are going to help you grow. Okay? Do not forget the time and effort you are putting into the things that you already have going on, just because you look at other people and think they're doing more than you. You are exactly where you need to be. And appreciate that spot where you're in, because it will be gone very quick. Before you even realize it, and really quick, you're going to be like, damn it, I wish I appreciated when I had it. It is kind of sickening. No, not kind of. It is extremely sickening how much social media will drain your battery and how comparison culture is going to thieve you of your happiness. Your life is your life. You are not supposed to fit a mold of somebody else's. Please stop trying to fit the mold that was not built for you. Please. I beg. And I'm learning this too. I'm trying to function and really remember this too, because my journey is so much different than everybody else's. And that's the point. Nobody is supposed to be doing the same thing as others. We can learn from each other. We can grow off of each other, but it doesn't have to be the same thing as one another. Please allow your authenticity to shine. All of you are such beautiful people. Men, women, we are all beautiful in so many ways, and we forget it so quickly when we look at other people and try to determine their beauty as being better than ours. Sometimes I love when I talk. I'm loving this because if you had a conversation with younger me, these words were not happening. The fact that I am able to have this understanding of life and of myself makes, how blessed am I that this is my reality? See, here we go. Like, I've really truly been remembering that I'm human, that I'm such a beautiful human in so many unique ways. And so is every single person that is around me, that is walked into my life, walked out of my life, even the people that I have not been happy to meet. Unfortunately, you guys all taught me a lesson too. We've all learned from one another. Everybody is beautiful in their own ways. And I am so grateful that this is my reality. I am so blessed to say that this is the life that I'm living. Even on the days where I don't think I'm doing enough, where I don't think I'm doing it right, I am so blessed that I care enough about myself, my happiness, and my life to even worry. How blessed am I? How blessed are you to have the life that you're living? How blessed are you to care about the fact that you want to do more? It is so good to want to do more. Just please don't drain yourself trying to get there. You can do little by little. Appreciate the process. It's not going to happen overnight. And I really hope you don't want it to. The longer you wait, the more special it is. Work for these things that you want to work for. What is it that you're begging to start? What is it that you're thinking about every day? I asked that to the group of the girls when we were all at the pool. So what is something that drives your thoughts every day? What is something that is so prominently on your mind every day? Whether it's good or bad, what is it? What is driving your thoughts? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? And if it's unhealthy, where do we start? How do we break it down, and how do we figure out what the next step is? Because you shouldn't have to live like this. You should not have to live like this. Number 4, and I kind of touched on this, but saying no to everything. I went from doing everything to doing nothing. And when my boyfriend asked me, when's the last time you did something fun? I sat there and actually got really sad, because genuinely, truly, when is the last time I did something fun? I stopped hanging out with my friends. I stopped going to new hikes. I stopped going to new coffee shops. I stopped exploring a version of Maddie that was really growing, and went into this little cocoon. Well, guess what? These wings are a-flapping, all right? We're back out. We're doing this, okay? I have been able to make some friends lately and really grow that, and I'm so grateful and excited to see where these friendships blossom and how they continue to grow, because I've met such amazing people moving down to Nashville, and it is up to me to actually tap into those friendships. And that's another thing. So saying no to everything pairs really well for me with fostering relationships. And this is something I'm really growing and learning and maneuvering, because like I said, you might have peeped it. I did say I have a boyfriend. All right. We're hard launching it. Okay. I tell him that we are, but we are. All right. Surprise. Because this is something that is very new to me, because it's been years since I've actually been in a real relationship. And I have had so many ups and downs, and a lot that I've had to learn from in these past few years when it came to relationships. I'm definitely going to do an episode eventually down the line on relationships, and especially just the things that I have learned, because I have so much love for the people that have entered my life in a relationship status of things, and the way that I've had to learn to maneuver that, but also learn how to maneuver myself, because I feel like I then got to a point where I finally felt confident that I had learned enough on my own being single, and I knew that it was finally time that I could learn in a relationship. I have a lot of things that I've had to take accountability for in my past relationships with myself, and it has been very hard. There has been a lot of things that have shaped who I am in a lot of different ways that have been a part of my past relationships that I'm extremely grateful. And whether those were good things or bad things that I had to learn from, I learned from them. And I'm blessed to say that my reality now is I truly have been healing from my past and not allowing my past to dictate who I am and how my relationships turn out. Now, what I want to highlight with this is my favorite saying is, falling in love is easy. Staying in love requires effort. Taking that and applying that to friends, family, relationships, coworkers, all of the above is really important, because a couple weeks ago, my best friend and I, we had a little argument. Hey, King, we had a little argument, okay? We were not on the same page with one another, and I am so grateful that even though we were not on the same page, we took time to have a conversation about it and get on that same page. And I really think that helped us grow a lot as a friendship, and I know that helped me grow a lot too, to learn and appreciate the fact that relationships are never going to be sunshine and roses 24/7. And when you have those hard conversations, that's where you're going to learn about yourself and about others and how they respond to the difficulties in life. Okay? Confrontation does not have to be a negative thing. Productive confrontation is critical, especially when it comes to relationships and things that are in your life that are around you so often that you have to put your time and energy to, because there's things you can't run from and we shouldn't have to keep running from them. Number one, protect your boundaries, have your boundaries, and protect your peace, okay? When you're voicing what you need out of a relationship, understand that other people now have to adapt to those needs. And it's either going to go really well or it might not go so well, and it's going to take some time to get there. And if it doesn't ever get there, guess what? That's not the person for you, and that's not a person that needs to be in your life. Boundaries means that people on both sides have to adapt to something differently. And it is going to be very uncomfortable at times. That's the point. When things get uncomfortable, really take a second to learn what's going on around you and to learn what you're feeling inside and to really voice your needs. And if you're going to voice your needs to somebody else, you have to be receptive of their needs back. Relationships are not one-sided, okay? It's easy to make friends. It's hard to maintain a friendship. It's easy to fall in love. It's hard to remain in love. When things get rocky and you want to run, guess what? I've been wanting to run. Okay? And I usually have. And that's also something that I've decided that I'm done doing. I don't need to run the second something freaks me out. I can actually sit and allow things to freak me out and figure them out and actually move forward with them. It's crazy how much you'll learn about somebody and you'll learn about yourself when you actually stick around for it. And it's so exciting. I'm so excited for it. Like, I really, truly do appreciate the things I've been able to learn about myself in this relationship and with the friendships that I've been building. I met this amazing girl at the coffee shop that I live by the other day, and her and I were able to go on a walk. And on that walk, I am just so grateful because her and I were able to, I feel like we meet on this amazing level, and her energy was so infectious. And it was just something that our vibrations were just up, you know? And I'm excited because this is a friendship that I'm pouring into. There are people that I have met in Nashville that I wish that I have poured into more than I have. And it's up to me to start to change that. I have this group of regulars. This is my favorite thing in the world. I have this group of regulars that I met at work. Literally, randomly one day I'm cocktailing the crowd for a party and ended up cocktailing these guys. And now they are my favorite table. They are my favorite people to see walk through that door. And do you know how much they make me feel loved and appreciated by everybody that they bring in? They just show this passion and appreciation for me. And they're like, Maddie, we're hanging outside of work. Like, you are coming out with us. You are hanging out with us. And they had two of them were like, we listened to your podcast. One of them sent my podcast to the group chat. And one of the other guys was like, I already listened, but like, perfect. That feels so good. And that's what life should be like. We have so much opportunity to meet people and to create these amazing spaces where this love and energy and vibration can grow. Don't let that pass by. Hold on to those moments, appreciate those moments, and really put yourself into those and grow those. That is the big part of remembering to be human. We are all human. We all have emotions and we all have needs. We deserve to tap into those, and we deserve to meet other people. We deserve to create friendships, and we deserve to maintain those friendships. I get so excited about this. I absolutely love people. If you've listened to my podcast episodes before, you know that I love people. And I did not used to be somebody who loved people. I used to be very angry. I used to really struggle a lot. And there's been some shitty things that has happened that I could have easily allowed to create a shitty version of me. And I decided that that wasn't going to be my reality. People that should have loved me showed me. People that should have loved me made me feel like I was unlovable. And that is enough to make somebody very mean, very bitter, and very unhappy. That is also enough to make somebody realize how important it is to show others that they're loved. Oh my God, younger me would literally be so happy about the fact that I just said that, because it has taken a long time to get to where I'm at, and this is just the beginning. So I'm very grateful. I am so blessed to be where I am and to have the mindset that I have grown. Whew, okay, before that makes me get too emotional, the last thing I want to say is stop rushing it. We have time. And I know life is short, and it's even shorter when you rush through it. Appreciate the moments. Appreciate the steps back. Appreciate the quiet. It's okay to not be feeling like you're doing 100 things at once. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to step back, because at the end of the day, life is still going on. You are still doing things. You can work towards your goals in slow, piece by piece ways. It doesn't have to all be at once. Please slow down and remember that you're human. Okay, I have questions. I really hope that listeners, you guys on the other end, are able to feel this energy that I feel go through my body when I am recording, and just the level of appreciation that I have to be able to sit here and put these thoughts and these emotions and these learnings out into the world. And I'm so grateful that you guys are here listening with me. I really, truly am. And the fact that this is finally my reality, I have so much joy and so much appreciation for it. And this really is just the beginning. I really do hope you guys follow along. I hope you guys are able to send these out to friends and to family and to loved ones. And especially as we're going through this list, if there's things, like I said from the beginning, if there's things that stick with you, or there's things that you might remember about other people, maybe there's somebody that you've been wanting to connect with, send this to them. Let them know, hey, I've really been wanting to connect. I've been wanting to put more energy into this friendship. This reminded me that I need to put my energy into this, and I want to. Put yourself out there. Be vulnerable. It's okay. It's okay to get denied. It really is. Some people do not need your energy. Some people do not deserve your energy. Okay? Not everybody is meant for you. Not everybody is going to fit your mold. So please remember that. Yes, it is important to create friendships. Yes, it is important to maintain them. And when somebody is not respecting your needs, fitting your lifestyle, it's okay to push away from them. In episode 6, it's about finding a community that serves you. Go listen to that. That one is a really good one about protecting your peace and maneuvering relationships in positive manners. So please take a moment to listen to that. I think that will also help a lot, especially if you're feeling drained in a relationship or friendship and you really want to know what it is that you need to do differently. I really highly recommend that. So one thing I've been trying to do is end my episodes with questions. And I decided to actually go through each point that I touched on and create a question for it. So kind of rapid fire. Number 1, if your life became exactly what you've been praying / wishing for, how would you know to sit still and enjoy it? Number 2, what are you trying to distract yourself from when you're reaching for more? That one got me thinking. Number 3, who are you when you're just existing? Who is the person on the other side of this phone? Who is the person that's listening? Who are you and what makes you you when you are just existing? No. Ham's yelling at you guys to take a break and to just exist. Who are you when you're just existing? Not when you're trying to reach a goal, not when you're trying to prove yourself to somebody. Who are you when you're just existing? Number 4, Who is someone you haven't reached out because you're waiting for them to make the move? What did I say about sending my podcast? Send this episode. Send this episode to somebody that you miss, that you want to get in touch with, that you want to catch up on. Send this episode. It can be a little icebreaker. Hey, hi, I'm Maddie. I'll help you break the ice, okay? I'm a great wingman. I really am. So if you need help, here. I'm here to help. Okay. Lastly, and I'm excited about this one. Are you actually unhappy with your life, or are you just uncomfortable with how quiet things have finally become? That one did not have to come at me like that. That one really did not have to come at me like that, but I really, really like that one because facts. It is so hard to sit and appreciate quiet when your brain doesn't know quiet. To a brain wired for chaos, peace can feel like boredom. Put that on a t-shirt. When your brain is wired for chaos, peace can feel like boredom. Please don't get boredom and peace mixed up. Please don't forget to appreciate the quiet moments, to appreciate the peace. Don't we all want peace at the end of the day? Don't we all want to be content with what we have going on in life? Allow yourself to be content, please. Okay? Stop reaching for more. Okay, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening. I love every single one of you. You guys are all so loved. Whether you feel it from other people, from me, from anybody, remember, you are loved and you are appreciated and you bring a light to this world. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate all of the love and support. Please keep helping a girl out, following, sending this to other people, commenting, 5-starring, all of the above. I really want some suggestions. So if you have any feedback for me, please send it my way. I am so open to feedback. I actually really am needing feedback. So if you want to help a girl out, that would be amazing. And that's all I got for you guys today. I love you. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to tell yourself that you love yourself today. Okay? Have a great day, guys.